In part one of this assignment, I developed the CAPES framework to evaluate social marketing and social mobilization programs. So the framework examines five key elements: community relevance, audience engagement, partnership strength, enabling environment, and sustainability. So in this video, I will apply this framework to evaluate the 18-day campaign to end violence against women in the Philippines, which was the social marketing initiative presented in my FMA1. So through this evaluation, we can better understand how the campaign mobilizes communities and promotes behavioral and social change. So the first component of the case framework is community relevance. So this examines whether the campaign addresses a social issue that that communities recognize as important. So in the case of the 18-day campaign, the issue is violence against women and girls, which we know remains a serious social concern in the Philippines. So according to national surveys, a significant number of Filipino women have experienced physical, emotional, or sexual violence from their intimate partners. So this means the campaign addresses a real and ongoing social issue affecting families and communities. So the campaign also communicates this issue in ways that connect to everyday experiences. So by highlighting the stories of survivors, explaining the forms of abuse, and promoting awareness of reporting mechanisms, the campaign helps communities recognize that violence is not simply a private matter, but a social problem. Based on this dimension, the campaign demonstrates strong community relevance because it addresses an issue that directly affects many individuals and communities across the country. The second dimension of the framework is audience engagement. So this evaluates how effectively the campaign communicates messages and encourages behavioral change. So the 18-day campaign uses multiple communication strategies to engage the public. So for example, landmarks and buildings across the country are illuminated in orange as part of the Orange or Icon movement, symbolizing a collective stand against violence. So the campaign also utilizes social media platforms through hashtags such as vow free PH, encouraging people to share information and support survivors and discuss gender based violence. So, educational materials, posters, and digital toolkits are distributed in schools, workplaces, and communities. So, these materials explain different forms of abuse and promote awareness of support services. So, by combining visual symbolism, social media engagement, and educational materials, the campaign successfully captures public attention and encourages discussion. So, this demonstrates a strong level of audience engagement, which is a component of social marketing strategies. So the third component of the CAPES framework is partnership strength. So social mobilization relies heavily on collaboration among different sectors of society. So the 18-day campaign is implemented through partnerships between government agencies, civil society organizations, international organizations, and private sector partners. So the Philippine Commission on Women leads the initiative at the national level, while organizations such as UNFPA Philippines support advocacy and communication activities. Private sector partners, including SM Cares, participate by illuminating landmarks and promoting the campaign in commercial spaces, while local government units, schools, and community organizations also conduct forums and awareness activities. So these partnerships expand the reach of the campaign and allow different sectors to contribute their resources, expertise, and platforms. The fourth dimension of the CAPES framework is the enabling environment. So this evaluates whether policies and institutions support the campaign's goals. So in the Philippines, the campaign operates within a supportive legal and institutional framework. So the Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act, or RA 9262 provide legal protection for the victims. And also Republic Act 10398 designates November 25 as the National Consciousness Day for elimination of violence against women and children. So additionally, the 18-day campaign itself was institutionalized through Proclamation number 1172 series of 2006. So these policies reinforce the campaign's message and encourage institutions to take action. Because of these legal and policy supports, the campaign benefits from a strong enabling environment, which increases the likelihood of meaningful social change. The final component of the CAPES framework is sustainability. So this examines whether the campaign can maintain its impact over time. So one important strength of the 18-day campaign is that it is conducted annually. So each year, government agencies, communities, and partner organizations renew their commitment to ending violence against women. The campaign also aligns with the international initiatives such as Unite by 2030 campaign, which aims to eliminate gender-based violence globally. By repeating the campaign each year, the message remains visible and continues to shape public awareness and social norms. So this repeated engagement helps maintain momentum and encourages long-term behavioral and social change. Based on the CAPES framework evaluation, the 18-day campaign performs strongly across all five dimensions. So the campaign addresses a relevant social issue, effectively engages audiences, builds strong partnerships across sectors, and operates within a supportive policy environment and continues to promote its messages annually. So these elements demonstrate how social marketing and social mobilization can work together to influence public attitudes, mobilize communities, and support broader efforts to eliminate violence against women. Evaluating social marketing campaigns is important because it helps us understand whether communication strategies truly contribute to social change. Using the CAPES framework, we can see that the 18-day campaign is more than an awareness initiative. It is a coordinated effort involving communication, partnerships, policies, and community participation. Through these combined efforts, the campaign continues to promote the vision of a violence-free society where women and girls are safe, respected, and empowered. Thank you for joining me today and for tuning in to my FMA2 Part 2. So next, I will be evaluating campaigns based on the reports of my colleagues. I'm excited to apply the CAPES framework to evaluate these campaigns. So I'll see you again in the next video. Bye!